All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle one of the biggest, loudest debates happening online right now. Is that 9-to-5 job you have the key to a safe, stable life? Or is it actually the biggest thing holding you back from building real wealth?
I mean, you see this everywhere, right? On one side, you've got these big-shot entrepreneurs yelling, quit your job, follow your passion, be your own boss. But then you've got these super successful CEOs saying, whoa, hold on. Quitting your job is a one-way ticket to failure and a mountain of debt. So, who's right?
And this fight is intense. One side basically says jobs are a modern form of slavery, a system just designed to keep you poor. The other side fires back, saying that's just terrible, reckless advice that's going to ruin lives. But here's the crazy part. What if they're both right?
To make sense of this, we need a better way to look at it. So let's bring in a really useful idea from Robert Kiyosaki called the Cashflow Quadrant. He basically argues that the world is split into two halves, and the people on each side have totally different mindsets, different goals, and a completely different relationship with money and risk.
So here's how it breaks down. On the left side, you've got employees, people with a job, and you've got the self-employed. These are people who own their job, like a freelance designer or a consultant. For both of them, it's simple. They trade their time for money. If they don't work, they don't get paid. But the right side? That's a whole different ballgame. You've got business owners who own a system that makes money, and investors. For them, their assets are doing the work. And an asset is just something that puts money into your pocket, whether you're working or not.
Now check this out, because this is where it gets really mind-blowing. About 80% of the entire population lives on that left side of the quadrant, the side where you're trading your hours for dollars. And only a tiny 20% operate on the right side, where their systems and their money are working for them around the clock.
And, this brings me to something I have to tell you. Just so we're completely on the same page, I need you to know that I'm talking to you right now as an employee. Yep, I am firmly planted on that left side of the quadrant.
And here's the thing. I 100% believe that Kiyosaki is right. I believe that true financial freedom is found on the right side of that quadrant. So why haven't I quit my job? Well, it's because I believe he's right. And that means making a smart, calculated transition, not just taking a blind, reckless leap into the unknown.
I mean, let's be real for a second. I'm sure a lot of you, I've got bills to pay. I've got a family to take care of. Just walking away from a steady paycheck to chase a dream that might not pan out? Well, that would be totally irresponsible. And let's not forget, we live in a world where having a job is, it's what's expected. It's respected.
So here's the game plan. It's pretty straightforward. Step 1, use my job and that stable income to cover all my bases, to make sure everything's secure. Step 2, in my spare time, I'm building something else, a second income stream. And step 3, the big one. I will only quit my job when it becomes obvious that the 8 hours I'm spending there are actually costing me money, when those 8 hours would be more valuable spent on my own project.
And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of the issue. See, the problem was never the job itself. Having a job is not the trap. The real trap is all in your head.
The trap is the mindset of total dependence. It's this deep-seated belief that your 9-to-5 is the only way you can possibly make money. It's being stuck on a hamster wheel, living your whole life just waiting for that next paycheck. That is the cage.
Just let that sink in for a minute. The problem isn't your salary. Having a salary is a good thing. It pays the bills, it gives you stability. The real danger is when that is your only salary. Relying on one single source of income is one of the riskiest financial places you can be. And this mindset, it's so common. We're taught to think that the stability of a regular paycheck is the same as real security, but any job can disappear overnight. We get stuck thinking the only path to more money is to work more hours, and we end up in that endless loop. Get paid, spend it all, and then just hold on tight, waiting for the next one.
Okay, so how do we fix this? How do you actually break free? Well, the best part is you can start making a change today, right now, without having to write a resignation letter. You can absolutely be an employee physically without having an employee mindset.
It all starts by really, truly getting this one core principle. This is the secret of the wealthy. They don't just focus on working for money. Their entire focus is on making their money work for them. It's a fundamental shift in how you see the world.
So, if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. Keep your job. Seriously, use it. Use that security as a foundation, as a launch pad. But starting today, right now, begin to think about and plan your second income stream. What are you good at? What problems can you solve? It doesn't have to be some billion-dollar idea. It just has to be a start.
Because having that second stream of income isn't just about having extra spending money. It's about freedom. It's knowing that if your car breaks down, it's an inconvenience, not a catastrophe. It's being able to book that trip you've always wanted without feeling guilty. It's about real security for you and your family, no matter what happens in the economy or at your job.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. You don't have to choose between a job and a dream. You can use one to build the other. Think of your job as the foundation, not the ceiling. So the only question left to ask is, your job is paying this month's bills, for sure, but what are you building to pay for your future?